Hey, it's Chris Doherty, Doherty Properties, and I want to wish you a happy new year. And what I have been doing every year is giving you predictions on what you can expect the future will hold as it relates to real estate and the general state of the world. And I want to do that today here for you. The first thing I want to talk about is interest rates. There's been all this talk about interest rates, and the interest rates have been coming down. But I want you to know that a total collapse in the interest rate market is not going to happen. I do think you'll see a slight pullback on interest rates, but I don't think you're going to see a significant change. So I think that buyers who are out there waiting should realize and recognize that 2026 is not going to bring a collapse in the interest rate market. The second thing that I want to go over with you is inventory. And inventory has built up pretty steadily since COVID, but inventory is still at a lower level than it has been historically. But you are going to see a continued increase in the number of homes that come to market. And the reason is simple. We have homes on the market that are still remaining from 2025, and they are moving at a slower rate, which means that the buildup of homes when the spring market comes, when that new inventory comes in, combined with some of them that have been sitting, means that we're going to have more inventory. More inventory will mean slightly more days on market. More inventory means that there'll be more price stabilization. And so I think you will see this year an increase in inventory. I don't think you're going to see a wholesale change in inventory. I think it remains at a steady but elevated pace from what we've been seeing in the past. If you are a buyer, you will win if you are decisive. The market in 2026 is going to be one where if a home is priced right and it looks appealing, will go, but buyers are a little bit hesitant and they're taking longer. If you are a buyer, be decisive, recognize that rates are going to relatively be close to where they are, and that being fast, going in quick, and being decisive is going to help you win at the end of the day and get you the home that you want. If you see the house and the house looks really good and there are a lot of people at the open house, you can't lowball. You're still going to be at asking price or higher, but be decisive when you're making your decision. If you are a seller, the reality is the winners in this market, we're seeing some softening in the condo market. We're seeing some softening in the single family and multifamily market, not wholesale. Things are still moving. Prices are still going up. But the sellers that are realistic, that understand that one, the house needs to look very good. We need to address some of the issues that may be lingering. That could be paint. It means making sure that we're decluttering the right way. It means we're dealing with some punch list. But a home that is really looking good and priced right will move. But it's not the old COVID days where you could just throw it on in any condition and it's not clean. The sellers that are going to win are going to be prepared to come to market, and they're going to really be looking at the comparables, and they're going to want to list 2 to 3% below what the comps are showing, and you will get the offer that you want. And let's talk about the government as the last piece of the predictions here. When housing is as unaffordable as it is right now, you are going to see pushes at the federal government and state and local government level to try to help with affordability. This is going to be pushes for rent control. This is going to be looking at continued pushes for mortgages that are more than 30-year fixed. You're going to be looking at people trying to push programs that will allow people with an interest rate to transfer it to a new home. You're going to see a continued push by politicians of both parties to try to make housing more affordable and rentals. And last, let's just talk about rent briefly. Rental market has been going through a transition. A lot of factors are playing into the rental changes that are happening, and you haven't seen that data yet, but that data is going to come out. Rental prices have been softening, which means it's good for renters, and there is more rental inventory on the market, and that will continue through 2026. So that's some good news and some relief for renters as they look forward to 2026. All in all, 2026 looks a lot like 2025. So push forward, be positive, know that if you want to buy a home, be quick, Go at it and you will get the house that you want or the property that you're looking for. And that's what we do, and we're here to help, and we do it every day, and we do it better than anybody else. Feel free to call us. We're always here to help. Look forward to seeing you soon, and here's to a great 2026.